Welcome to EPG Pathashala. I am Professor Venkata Reddy, Director, Oriental Research Institute. In this paper, Vedic, Epic and Puranic culture, in this module, we are going to discuss characters in Ramayana. Ramayana is not only Adikavya, first poetry in India, but also it is one of the character building epic for the human society. Ramayana mainly based on the characters. You see the Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha, that word itself indicates the how Rama became the ideal man. For that, not only ideal man, he shows his character as an example to the entire society. For that only, our one saying is there, you be as Rama, not like Ravana. That shows the character's importance in Ramayana. In everywhere, Ramayana, Valmiki maintained the relationship between every characters, how to behave the father and son and father, brothers and brothers, sisters and sisters, and also in Ramayana, Valmiki clearly and very nicely exampled the every character, and he sculptured the characters like a statue, as Brahma created the universe. So that in Ramayana, Valmiki sculptured the every character. Now we are going to learn the learning objects of Ramayana, significance of Ramayana's characters, learn about the major characters of Ramayana, appreciate the importance of each character, special importance of some characters, unique bonding between some characters, Ramayana characters in Mahabharata also. Now we are going to discuss the significance of the Ramayana characters. The Ramayana is one of the greatest epic of Hindu mythology written by the sage Valmiki. The Ramayana is not just a story but also an perfect medium of educating one's life. This has been educational medium utilized by the ancient sages to impart the values of doing one's dharma. Dharma means duty or righteousness, and maintain the relationships. The Ramayana has many varieties of characters who set an example how to lead life and how one should not. These characters are templates of an ideal father, ideal son, ideal brother, ideal leader, ideal wife, etc. The Ramayana is just not a fictional story, but depicts the importance of values such as how to lead a family life, upkeeping the promises, protecting the weak, etc. That's why in the Ramayana, Valmiki mentioned the Rama's character as the Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha, Sadhu Satya Parakramaha, Treta Sarvasya Lokasya, Devanam Maghavaneva. In Valmiki, in this sloka, clearly mentioned Rama was protector for the entire society, like Indra for the gods. That's why in the education system of Ramayana also, in Valmiki himself said the education also important to build the characters. That's why one saying is there, Vidya dadati vinayam, vidyat jati patratam, patratva dhanamapnoti, dhanat dharmam tatasukam. This builds the Vidya builds the character builds the entire society in the right way. That is the message of Ramayana. The great epic Ramayana preach lot of values that we would want our children to imbibe. One can learn the greatest gems of Hindu epics, namely Ramayana, to make the next generations to live with moral values and ethics. The subsequent heads will discuss the importance of each character in Ramayana, what one should learn from it. It is also teaches what a person should not do in life. For example, Ravana, through well-learned man, met his death because of his bad vices. And also there is one saying also, Shastran yaditchapi bhavanti murkaha. If learned should be a murka also, that for this example, Ravana is example for the learned fool. Characters of Sri Rama and Sita. Rama, the hero of character of Ramayana, he had portrayed as the seventh incarnation of the God Vishnu. He is the embodiment of all kinds of human beauty. He was the eldest and favorite son of the King Dasaratha and his queen Koushalya. He had portrayed as the peaks of virtue and ideal person. He was the accomplished king of ancient India, whose kingdom Ramarajya is acclaimed as the best run state. Rama demonstrated the love and respect for his parents. He listened to every commands of his parents. To honor his father's promise and left to exile in the forest for 14 years, he handed over the throne to his younger brother, though he was the firstborn son of the ruler of a mighty kingdom. For the ages of 16 years, he started protecting the Samaritans from evil asuras like Tataka, Maricha and Subahu. He has great respect of sages, rishis, who are the people working towards the good to mankind. Sita, the beloved wife of Rama, was the daughter of King Janaka of Mithila, current day of Janakpur of Nepal. Rama married her by lifting a heavy bow in a Swayamvara organized by King Janaka. Sita was considered as incarnation of goddess Lakshmi, the consort of Vishnu. In Ramayana, she had portrayed as the epitome of female purity and virtue. She followed her husband into exile and he is abducted by Ravana. She was kept on the island of Lanka until Rama rescued her by defeating the Asura king Ravana. Kusha and Lava were the children of Rama and Sita. Now we will see some important topics in the Rama's life. When after defeating the Ravana, Lakshmana asked his brother, now we will occupy the seat of Lanka. Then Rama replies, no brother, api swarnamayi Lanka, name Lakshmana rochate, janani janmabhumischa, swargadapi gariyasi. Oh Lakshmana, mother and motherland is the greater than heaven. That's why we don't go to the Lanka. It will hand over to the Vibheeshana only. That is the Deshabhakti, devotion of country of the Sri Rama. Now we will discuss about the character of Lakshmana, an important person. Mythologically, we are called Lakshmana as the avatar of Adisesha. Lakshmana was the younger brother of Rama. He is considered as incarnation of Adisesha, the great serpent on whom Lord Vishnu rests. Like Rama, Lakshmana is a great warrior. He was the son of King Dasaratha and Queen Sumita and twin of Shatrughna. Lakshmana was married to Sita's younger sister Urmila. He had two sons named Angada and Chandraketu. Lakshmana has portrayed as perfect ideal brother who followed the footsteps of elder brother. He had chosen to go into exile with Rama and Sita. He spent his time protecting Sita and Rama. How Valmiki built the character of Lakshmana in Ramayana, you see, his brotherly love and sisterly love affects in these some slokas. While Rama goes to the forest, Lakshmana asked his mother Sumitra, I will follow the Rama. Then Sumitra says, Lakshmana, you please go and follow the Rama. Ramam Dasaratham Vidhi, Mam Vidhi Janakatmaja, Ayodhyam Atavim Vidhi, Gachyatata Yatha Sukam. Oh Lakshmana, you please treat your brother Rama as your father, Sita as your mother, and also Ayodhya, that forest land, you feel it Ayodhya, and you serve your brother affectionately. And also in Lakshmana, his devotion towards the Sita also explained in Ramayana by Valmiki very perfectly as a gentleman. When Sita's ornaments left that they asked Lakshmana, whose these ornaments? Then Lakshmana says, Naham janami keyuram, Naham janami kankanam, Nupurit Chabishanati, Nityam Padabhivandanat. I don't know any ornament of my mother Sita, only I know the ankles of her feet, because every day I pray her prayers affectionately. That shows his immense devotion towards the Rama and Sita. This is the brotherlyhood indicated in the characters of Ramayana by Valmiki. Now, it is one of the important character, Dasaratha, who was the king of Ayodhya. Dasaratha was one of the great king of Ikshvaku dynasty. He performed Putrakamesti to get the children. He is so capable warrior that he helped gods in the war against Asuras. When he was young, during hunting, he mistakenly killed a young boy called Sharvanakumara, who was serving and taking care of his blind parents. Dasaratha got a curse by blind parents that he will also meet his death and the separation of his son. Dasaratha had granted Kaikeyi 2 boons when she had saved his life on the battlefield. The day before Dasaratha was to retire on the crown his eldest son Rama as king, Kaikeyi demanded that Dasaratha grant her the boons she desired as promised. Her first desire was that Rama should be exiled to the forest for 14 years, and the second, that her son Bharata be crowned king in his stead. Rama reminded his father of the value of the promise given and left the Ayodhya to keep his father's word, not to bear the separation of Rama. Dasaratha died after he left the forest. In every sayings in India, Pitruvakya Paripalana, Rama is the embodiment of father's orders. That is called a Pitruvakya Paripalana. Rama and Dasaratha. Now we are going to discuss between the relationship father and son. If Rama, a prince who had been brought up with the luxury and about to be crowned as a king of Ayodhya to fulfill his father's promise, choose to live in forest for 14 years. He willingly chose to spend 14 years in exile in a forest to protect his father's much respected honor. Such was the regard he paid to his father. It shows the deep love and devotion that he had for his parents. Dasaratha too loved his child so deeply that when Rama left for the forest, Dasaratha could not bear the thought of being away from his son for 14 years and the breath is lost. Now we are going to discuss about the queens of Ayodhya, queens Koushalya, Sumita and Kaikeyi. These are the queens. Before that, now we are going to one saying from the Ramayana. Koushalya Supraja Rama Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishta Narasardhula Kartavyam Daivamahnikam. Koushalya was the mother of Rama and queen of Ayodhya. She was a great mother who loved her son and supported his cause for keeping of the parents' word. Sumitra was the mother of Lakshmana and Shatrughna. Another great mother sent his son Lakshmana along with the elder brother Rama to forest for service. Kaikeyi was fundamentally a good natured and who loved Rama more than one, but by the venomous counsel of her maid servant Manthara, whom she considered loyal and wise. She was convinced to send Rama into exile and insist on her son Bharata being crowned king's vicious boons. She also ruined her life. She lost her beloved husband to heartbreak and her son Bharata, for whom she asked for those very boons. She assisted her for dreadful behavior. For everyone, this is a very important lesson in life. One should stay on God against vicious counsel. Manthara. Now, Manthara is the very important character. It is the key point in the Ramayana. She is the crucial and the cunning woman in Ramayana. Manthara was the maid servant of Kaikeyi. She came along with Kaikeyi she got married to Dasaratha. Manthara is from Kaikeyi's parents' place. She was very scheming and cunning lady in Ramayana. Manthara could not see Rama getting crowned instead of Bharata, who is Kaikeyi's son. She spoiled the mind of Kaikeyi, will ill advised and remains her to use the two boons. Dasaratha, that given against favor of Kaikeyi, did in the war. Manthara convinced Kaikeyi for Bharata's throne and the exile of Rama. After the return of Bharata and Shatrughna from their maternal grandfather's place, after Rama left Ayodhya, she got punished by them. If Manthara not in Ramayana, the story would have not taken place a great turn. Now we will discuss about the character of Ravana, one of the key person for the Ramayana story. Ravana, king of Lanka, he was a great scholar and read all Vedas, a great master of music and composition. He was a great devotee of Lord Shiva also. He was son of Kaikeyi and grandson Purusha Brahma. Ravana was the 10-headed king of Lanka who abducted Sita. He was a powerful demon king, disturbing the penance of the rishis. He was the principal enemy of Lord Rama in the epic. He was exiled by Ravana for his good advice and joined Rama's army. His brother Vibheeshana served Rama during the war. Mandodari was Ravana's favorite wife. She was a pious and always tried to bring her husband in a path of piety. Indrajeet was the son of Ravana and Mandodari. He was a courageous warrior and a great fighter, giving Rama a tug rivalry. Vibheeshana, this is the one of the best character in Valmiki Ramayana. Valmiki described Vibheeshana as the Bhakta of Sri Ramachandra. He is the youngest of Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Vibheeshana brothers. He is the pious and the devotee of Lord Vishnu. He advises Ravana at various stages, like before abducting the Sita and during the visit of Hanuman to Lanka. His daughter Trijata is the one who solaces Sita at Ashokavana. Vibheeshana was exiled by Ravana before the start of war. Thus he surrendered himself to Rama. After Ravana's death, he became the king of Lanka. He is the one who was instrumental in upcoming of Lord Ranganatha's temple at the Sriranga, now in Tamil Nadu. He was mentioned in the Mahabharata also. Mahabharata mentioned that the Vibheeshana sent jewel and gems to the Yudhishthira Rajasuya sacrifice. He is example of pious character who, in spite of rise by asuras, never feared to advise good and leaving his own kith and kin for the sake of upkeeping the good. In the Vaishnava philosophy, Dasya Bhakti is the very important system to get the salvation. Vibheeshana also symbol of Dasya Bhakti. Bruchyasya bruchya paricharaka bruchyasya bruchya itamam smara lokanada. The bruchya, the service of Lord Vishnu is called the bruchya. Only service of Lord Vishnu will get the salvation, moksha, etc. Kumbhakarna, it is one of the important character who sleeps always. Kumbhakarna is brother of Ravana and Vibheeshana. He is very great warrior and also did penance along with the Ravana. It is said that a wrong boon which made him famous for his eating and sleeping. He was very instrumental in the wars against the enemies of Asura. He would sleep for 6 months at that time and would be extremely nervous upon the waking up. Consumed anything get before him. His monstrous size of loyalty made him an important part of Ravana's army. During the war, he decimated the Vanara army before Rama cut off his limbs and head. Maricha and Subahu, sons of Tataka. Rama's first encounter with the Tataka was at the age of 16 when he was following his Viswamitraa to save the sacred yajna. She was killed by the Rama. During the process of saving the yajna, Rama killed Subahu and sends Maricha to a distance with the whirlwind Astra. Ravana asks the help of Maricha, who was his uncle, to abduct Sita. With relentless, Maricha obliges him. And knowing his death is inevitable, he prefers to die in the hands of Rama. Maricha assumed form of Suvarna Mriga, golden deer, and help about the Sita. During the process, he gets killed by Rama. In Ramayana, Maricha Subahu has come as the deers. It is well known fact that deers, but golden deer is impossible. golden deer is impossible. In some places, Rama also has faith in getting the golden temple to show the affection towards his beloved wife Sita. Asambhavam hemamrugasya janma tathapi ramo lulubhe mrugaya prayasamapanna vibhakti kale dhiyopi pumsam malani bhavanti. This is the story behind the Rama and golden deer. Viswamitra, one of the important saint in Ramayana, Rishi in Ramayana, says Viswamitra was a king earlier who became Rishi with the intention of competing with the sage Vasishtha and finally attains the Brahmarshi state. He was the father of Shakuntala, whose son was Bharata the king. Viswamitra plays a vital role in Ramayana. He takes Rama and Lakshmana to the forest in the pretext of saving the yajna. During the journey, he teaches many sacred warfare techniques and gives Rama many powerful weapons. He teaches sacred Bala and Atibala Vidya, which enable one go to months without food and sleep. Popular Rishi in Ramayana mentioned as the father of Shakuntala, but no mention in the Mahabharata on where he lived during the Pandavas' time. Tataka also one of the Asura Stri in the Ramayana. Her father Suketu, a Yaksha king, performed tapasya for an offspring. Suketu had desired a son, but Lord Brahma blessed him with a strong and beautiful daughter. She was the beautiful prince that was wooed by the married Sumali and Asura king. She had two sons, Maricha and Subahu, and a daughter, Tataka. When Rishi Agastya cursed both Suketu and Sumali to death, Tataka took it upon herself to wreak vengeance on the sage. This earned them both Rishi's anger. Agastya cursed Tataka with the loss of her beautiful physique and transformed both mother and son into the hideous demonic creatures with a cruel, cannibal nature, Rakshasas. The curse particularly transformed Tataka into a man-eater with an ugly and fierce figure. After being cursed by the Agastya, Viswamitra and the two princes came to Tataka's forest, and the sage ordered Rama to kill the demons to free the area from her terror. Rama was hesitant to kill her as she was a woman. Later, by the advice of rishis, he kills her. Hanuman, it is one of the important character. Not only important, he is the symbol of devotion, symbol of bhakti, symbol of dasa. Anjana nandanam veeram janaki swakanasanam kapisha matsyahantaram vande Lanka bhayankaram. This is the prize by Rama himself in the Ramayana. Hanuman is the best and beloved servant of Sri Rama. In so many places, Rama narrated his bhakti, his affection, his love as very beautifully in Ramayana. Hanuman is also known as Anjaneya, Maruti, Bajrang, Vayuputra, Pavanaputra, etc. Hanuman was a very faithful devotee of Sri Rama. She is considered as the avatar of Lord Shiva. Hanuman is a great warrior, powerful, who can astral travel, well-learned, musician, very humble and with a lot of noble qualities. He is played very instrumental and positive role in Ramayana, vital in finding the whereabouts of Sita by crossing the sea. He helped Sugreeva and got restored his kingdom, received Rama on Kishkinda and made friendship between the Sugreeva and Rama. He helped in removed spell of snakes and Ram and Lakshmana by Meghnatha, the son of Ravana, by invoking Garuda. Hanuman also helped reviving Lakshmana from the Brahmastra weapon by bringing Sanjeevani herb on the Dronagiri mountain of Himalayas. His character in Ramayana is very vital, very inspirational. Hanuman lived a very long life to spread the message of Sri Rama in this world. In Dwapara Yuga, Sri Krishna eventually meets his beloved devotee. Indrajeet, he is one of the great warrior and son of Ravana, and also he is also some incarnation, and also by curses they became the Rakshasas. Indrajeet or the Meghnatha was son of Ravana and prince of Lanka and conquered the Indraloka heaven. Indrajeet played a pivotal role in the great war between Rama and Ravana. He was said to be an unconquerable in battle because of his yajna called Abhichara. He used to perform before every battle. He was a mighty Ati Maharatha. He is considered as the most powerful and the only warrior ever had the three ultimate weapons of the Trimurti, that is Brahmastra, Vaishnavastra and Pasupadastra. He even twice defeated Rama and Lakshmana in the battlefield. Indrajeet killed 670 million Vanaras in a single day, nearly exterminated their race. Vali and Sugreeva, these are the well-known brother enemies in Ramayana. For the sake of their dynasty and the wife, they fought between, only for the woman's sake they fought, and they get the moksha in the hands of Rama. These are the brothers, very beautifully composed the Valmiki, their rivalry. Sugreeva was the younger brother of Vali, whom succeeded as the ruler of Vanara kingdom. Kishkinda, Ruma was his wife. He was born by the boon of Surya. Hanuman was his minister, who was very sincerely helped him in the every work. Sugreeva and Vali had a dispute when latter went into a cave to kill a Asura and did not return for many months. Sugreeva mistaken that he was dead and caved the cave builders and ascended the kingdom. Vali later chased him out of the kingdom and kept his wife in captivity. Sugreeva befriended Rama, promised to help in fetching Sita, and return asked him to win over his brother Vali. Rama killed Vali and made Sugreeva as king of Vanaras. Sugreeva aided Rama by deploying his army in his quest to liberate his wife Sita from captivity at the hands of Ravana. He was very able king. His order is very powerful, which is known as Sugrevajna, the order of Sugreeva. His character is one example for the friendship and the commitment. Vali, another powerful character in Ramayana is Vali. He was born by boon of Indra. Vali's wife was Tara and they had a son Angada. He is very powerful, who even defeated Ravana in Lanka. He had the special boon that he could grab the power of opponent during the war. He had disputed with his younger brother and thrown him out of his country and kept his wife in captivity. Vali had a curse by Rishi that he cannot step on Rishyamukha mountain. Sugreeva taken this as an advantage and was wandering on the Rishyamukha mountain in exile. Rama became friend of Sugreeva and encouraged him to challenge Vali for a duel. Vali and Sugreeva had a deadly fight where Sugreeva almost got defeated. Rama killed Vali by an arrow by standing behind the tree. Rama later consoled Vali and made his sons Angada as a prince of Kishkinda. This is another character which is an example of misuse of powers of capturing others' wife. Both are punishable crimes and God punished by Rama. Conclusion. Ramayana is great epic. Valmiki shown his dexterously in molding each character. One should try to include the characteristic of great characters like Rama, Lakshmana, Sita, Hanuman, Sugreeva, Vibheeshana. At the same time, one should get warned by the negative characters like Ravana, Vali and Manthara. Various characters show causes how a human being should live a moral and ethical life. At the same time, it depicts how one should not hurt or harm a fellow living being. Ramayana characters will also give the correct way of leading a life as a king, as a subject of father, mother, son, brother, teacher, disciple, friend, etc. In the characters of Ramayana, Valmiki Maharshi clearly teaches the human society about the human values, how to behave with others, how to lead life with father and mother, wife and husband. This entirely Ramayana is not a mythological story. It is a story of humanity. It is a story of sociology also. That's why in everywhere, not only in India, In everywhere in the cosmic, in the world, Ramanama is famous. You be as Rama, not as Ravana. Thank you. For any references, for any information, you contact with the e-Pathashala. Thank you.